welcome to the Fixin' Ford's YouTube channel. World's best fox body channel with only the world's best fox bodies. So today, figured I'd do a quick rundown and walk around my 87 Turbo Coupe. This is it in all of her glory. It's got 163,000 miles, all of which were probably wide open throttle. And it's a rusty, not so trusty pile of garbage. It has terrific rust, even better body work. That's Bondo. It feels like Play-Doh. A healthy oil leak, and Cobra R reps. Put fresh brakes on it this summer. Of course, I didn't paint them, so now they just match the other colors on the car. It's also been in some collisions, if you can't tell by the difference in trim. That's Sport Coupe trim, or base model. That's Turbo Coupe trim. Broken badge, of course. Now, the interior is... outside I just cleaned. Interior, I'll worry about that next weekend. It's mostly complete, minus the door pockets. And the shift boots back there. I've been messing around with that shift handle, and I think it needs a bushing because it has some play in it. So there's 163K. It's got some nice gauges. These two don't work, exhaust temp and oil pressure works sometimes. That's only on its own time. Got the old fuzz buster straight from 88, I believe. But the rest of the interior is intact. Needs a heater core because you might be able to see some of the windshield fog. Might be. You can see it in the middle. It likes to blow smoke at me when I turn the heat on. So that will be a fun job that I'll worry about when it gets cold. Or maybe in a couple weeks. Under the hood, pretty much stock 2.3. It's got T3 from an SVO, apparently SVO injectors, an air filter from a Mark III Supra, it's for custom groundwork, a nice airflow meter without a cover, and I got water in there, so pray for my van. But this one was free. I just threw it on because my stock one went bad. It's got some nice silicone couplings right there. And down in there, there's the old T3 in all of its glory. That's a terrible shot. Original radiator. Just did a tune-up on it, so it's got a new coil, which came broken, and I JB welded that back. Cap and rotor, plugs, plug wires, whole 9 yards. What else? New strut bushings and ball joints. Still did not fix the popping, so that means it needs control arm bushings. And I'm not going to bother with that until I get tubular control arms off an SN95 and coilovers. That's just too much work for me. If the wheel falls off, whatever. Obviously the healthy oil leak. It had a broken dipstick, so there's oil sprayed all around back there. I do plan on putting it on lowering springs before the winter, after I finish the heater core project, and probably putting an AC condenser in, or evaporator core, I mean, because the AC system on this is terrible. Probably get H&R Super Sports and caster camber plates. It needs an alignment terribly. But if I had my flashlight, I'd show how awful the condenser is. Like, there's just chunks of it. It's all rusty. But I've got one in the truck. And then the compressor is not supposed to move that easy. So that explains why there was no belt on it when I got it. Now I may, if I bolted it back up, I'd try turning the AC on, throwing a belt on it, but judging by how oily these couplings are, and the bottom of the condenser, or I mean accumulator, it had a residue on it as well. It's probably leaked out all of the Freon, which is just terrific. Quality car. It's got the start of some strut tower rust. Can't wait to do that. Got to tear everything apart. And there's my neighbors yelling at each other. But that's the Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. Biggest pile of garbage on the planet. Thanks for watching.